All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the second episode of Township Tales with Tasha. We are here sitting in Ocean Tides Health Collective with Katrina Dwulit. Am I saying that right? Yes. So Katrina is co-owner of Ocean Tides Health Collective. She's a founder, or the founder?
Yeah.
The founder of the Esquimalt Farmers Market and co-owner of Market Collective by She. So, why don't we start out with you telling us a little bit about yourself? Where do you come from?
Yeah, I'm from the north part of the island. I grew up in Tasses, which everyone should check out at some point. It's pretty amazing. I've lived in Victoria now for 12 and a half years after relocating from being almost a decade in Banff, Alberta. We've lived in Esquimalt for 10 years and we love it.
So is there anything that really drew you to Esquimalt specifically?
We were pregnant with our first kid and we wanted to buy a house and we had money for a down payment. And this was one of the only neighborhoods we can afford. And our realtor brought us down here to West Bay Marina. And
you were sold.
And then to Paradise Street, which is where our house was, and it was, and our neighbors were wonderful, and we had dogs, and we were having kids, and there's playgrounds and dog parks. It's wonderful.
I really love this part of town, down by the water especially.
So nice.
The walkway is just lovely, especially at night when they have it all lit up. It's just beautiful. So why don't we talk a little bit about Ocean Tides Health Collective, where we are.
Yep.
So we were talking before, I noticed that there was not a reception area, and so let's explain that to everyone.
Yeah, so for Ocean Tides, we book online, so it's tidescollective.ca. You choose the practitioner, the type of treatment, and then we ask you just to arrive 5 minutes before your treatment and wait in your car if possible during this weird time.
Yeah.
Hopefully the practitioner will be able to open the door for you, sanitize when you come in. Yes, there is no receptionist, so the practitioner will be the person to greet you, and that'll be the person you pay as well. We have currently 7 practitioners working here. There is, my husband is he's an athletic therapist who practices osteopathy. He's an osteopathic practitioner. Sean, the other co-founder, he is a craniosacral therapist, also an LPN who manages a care home with old folks.
My goodness.
He's amazing. They're both amazing. And then we have Deanna who does acupuncture. We have Kristen with craniosacral. We have Jeff with kinesiology. We have Rebecca who's an RMT practicing osteopathy. And we have Allison who's just about to leave us to head to Roslyn.
Wow.
And she is an RMT with a couple spaces still available.
Nice. Well, something I was thinking about last night was self-care, and how you don't have to be injured or hurt to go for a massage or anything. It's actually really good. So I've noticed that my shoulders just automatically are staying up, and it's just a lot of tension and stress, and I feel like a lot of other people are going through that right now. So I would suggest everyone book a massage.
Yeah, or try craniosacral. It's weird. It is wonderful though, but it helps calm your nervous system.
Yeah.
And therefore everything else works a whole bunch better. But Kristen also works by donation right now.
Oh wow.
So therefore you can try it and not feel like you're walking into something for $100 you're not sure about.
Mm-hmm.
She's amazing. My son got a concussion snowboarding on the weekend, and he's just been with 2 treatments with Kristen.
Oh
and
no.
Yeah. Oh no is right. But he'll be fine. He'll be fine. But he is a little spacey currently.
Oh dear. Okay, well that's really neat. I will definitely look into that. Anything else about Ocean Tides that we should know before we move on to one of your other businesses?
Ocean Tides is a little bit difficult to find for those that don't actually know the area. So we are number 5481 Head Street, and if you're coming around, there's 2 blue house buildings, and when you turn and face them, and your back is facing the ocean, or on the right down the stairs under the dentist office.
Perfect. Yes. I almost went in the exit. That was my only problem. So, you are founder of the Esquimalt Farmers Market. So I've lived in Esquimalt for about, I think 15 years now. The market, I remember being a lot smaller when it first started out, and now it's just exploded into this huge market. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how that came to happen. And
I had 2 small kids at the time, and I really loved Oakland's market, and I really wanted that in our community. I'm also a backyard grower, so I had an excess of fruit, and I was trying to do like a side stand thing, and apparently that's against bylaw, so I thought starting a farmer's market would be easier. And I hosted a meeting, and we borrowed the Sunnyside Cafe.
Nice.
And after hours, and it was standing room only, there were so many people interested to make it get going, and we formed a board that night and made a not-for-profit society. And
wow.
It was quite amazing to see the snowball just run so quickly, because I didn't really think that many people were willing to want to support this, and they supported it really big. Our first market ever, we actually had 40 vendors, which is still quite a large market.
Yeah.
We thought for sure nobody would want to come. Like, there's no farmland in Esquimalt, so where were we getting farmers from? And then there they were. And this year 2020, was complicated, obviously, but even with the pandemic, our numbers went up to almost 70. And we did have to use bull and field for the physical spacing, so grateful for the township and the rec center for allowing that, making that happen. I love that project and all the people that I've met through it.
I know, and you've definitely helped a lot of people bring their products into Esquimalt and showcase them. So I would assume that a lot of those people or vendors at the market don't have actual storefronts.
Most of them do not, no. However, several have grown into storefronts, and this year, Mile Zero Coffee, House Sausage, Mad House just opened up the Kind Project in the Victoria Public Center. Uncouth in Circle Canning just opened up the Chocolate Project.
Wow.
Chocolate and Co.
So that's really neat, though, to see that growth and that happen, and that would just make me so proud if I was a part of that.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. Anything about the farmers market that you'd like to bring to the attention?
Our applications are going to come out at the beginning of January. Our new market manager, Mel, has been working really hard on that. Cal and Jason, who are Esquimalt people from Loco Buzz, are helping us build a new platform for it, so that's exciting. We are always looking for volunteers. There will be a sign-up button on the website, and shifts are as short as 30 minutes and as long as 90.
Wow.
And we are always looking for new food people. So if you are thinking that you have a food type business, talk to me. Maybe we can see where that could go.
Amazing. So by food type business, do you mean like they come with products pre-made and stuff? Like the food trucks that we have are amazing.
Amazing, yeah. Food trucks are hard because there's already so many in the CRD. So I mean, I don't recommend getting into that business unless you've already established in some food sort and this is your branch out.
Sure.
I mean, don't not. Also, the Italian guys last year killed it. They were brand new. Like preserves, baking. If you're from a country that has some delicious ethnic foods, people love that.
That'd be very exciting. I'd try those.
Bring your sauerkraut, bring your spices, bring your whatever.
Bring your baklava, because I want some of that.
Please do.
Okay, great. So let's move on to the Market Collective by She. So I was just scrolling through the Facebook page before our interview here, and is it right that you're supporting 78 from Canada artists?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that also feels really good. So Corey Judge, who's She Studio, she lives in Esquimalt. She came to Esquimalt Farmers Market this summer because she lives in Esquimalt and was not able to leave to do the big trade show she would have been doing.
Right.
So her and I got to meet there, and then her friend Vanessa Godet, who's Lady Dragon Glassworks, she brought us together to do this project. And that's why it's Market Collective by She Studio, so it's all under Corey's business at this moment. And Corey's amazing, Vanessa's amazing. So we brought in our friends to fill the shelves, and the intention was to try to support them for a Christmas market that season that we knew would not happen. We started kind of talking about it in July, but September 3rd we sat down. That was the first time I met Vanessa, and then October 3rd we opened the store doors, so it was a very quick turnover.
Wow.
We started with, I think, 65 vendors on the shelf. We've now grown to 78. There are a few out of province folks, one from Montreal, one from Toronto, whatever, but really of the 78, there's probably more than 65 that are like within 100 kilometers of where we're standing, so that's pretty amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. So, I also on the Facebook page saw there was a beautiful montage of business owners just thanking the community and letting us know what local purchases mean to them and their families, and it really breaks it down and shows you how this whole train works and how dependent those artists are on the local business.
Yeah.
So I saw these wooden spatulas.
Yep.
I've been looking everywhere for them, and I will definitely be going to get one of those wooden spatulas. They also had a little table of items under $15.
Yep.
So if you're doing a Secret Santa, that would be a good place to look.
Yeah. I mean, there's stuff from $5 but to $2,300, so there is the whole gamut of price range, but yeah, there's an opportunity to support local no matter what your budget is.
Yeah, I just want to go check it out. It's almost like a gallery, it looks like. I'm super excited to see it.
Yeah.
So let's go into the questions here. So what struggles did you overcome to make these businesses happen? Just, I'm sure there's a million of them, but
yeah, I guess quickly with Ocean Tides we were forced to close because of the nature of the business. So we were closed for 2 months. Being a business that hadn't been open for more than a year with no actual employees, blah 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 blah, we qualified for nothing. It was a bit of a struggle. We reopened when we were allowed to on May 19th, and it was a slow trickle back in, but by the end of the summer people were seeking out the help that they needed to deal with the stresses and the injuries and all the things that had happened. So we feel really supported right now. It's been great in here, and we hope to see it continue to increase to support the practitioners so that they can continue to build their businesses. With Esquimalt Farmers Market, it was the magical moving market this year. We had 3 different locations, and we didn't know what those locations were sometimes until a week or 2 before we had to move.
oh goodness.
There was constant change with the BC CDC and having to be on top of, are we allowed non-food vendors? Now we're allowed to have music, blah, blah, blah. It was a constant evolution of what we needed to consider. Which I am really good at rolling with punches, it turns out these days. I'm just like, yeah, absolutely that was gonna happen. And Melanie that I worked with and my board and the vendors, everyone's amazing at the market. And the Market Collective, I mean, we started October 3rd. We only know this, and the only challenge I would say is getting people in the door that are uncomfortable going to a mall, period.
Right.
And that's fair enough. So what we've done is we've set up virtual shopping so that we can take you through the store on the phone. And then downtown Victoria now does free shipping anywhere in the CRD, so we'll get that delivered to your door.
That is an incredible idea.
Yeah, super good. So marketcollectivebyshe@gmail.com, you can book a virtual appointment. Also on Eventbrite, we have a couple private shopping, so you can shop within your household or shop within your bubble, because some people live alone but have a small bubble. So you can book one of those appointments, and we'll open the store an hour before or an hour after just for you and your group. And then you can feel totally safe and totally comfortable shopping with the doors closed. It's been wonderful.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there anyone special in the community that you would like to thank?
Oh my gosh, everybody. Esquimalt's the best.
I would like to thank the entire community of Esquimalt.
Seriously, like it's I really, this community is incredible. In the last couple weeks, like, someone's just shown up at my door and brought me like a calendar because I'm gonna buy nothing thing. I commented that I wanted a calendar, but I didn't get it, so someone else brought me, thank you, magical person that brought me the calendar. Someone dropped off a Country Grocer gift card. I don't know who you are, but I really appreciate that. That was very kind. I think that this community shows up for each other, and if you ask for help, whatever it is, I need a ride, I need my tire change, I need $5, like, people are there. So every single person in this community is amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I definitely just adore our community. So that being said, what is your favorite thing about our community?
Me, it's Macaulay. I love walking my dog there. Like, I saw a whale breach the other day walking my dog. It was amazing. I love the ocean. I lived in the mountains for almost 10 years, and I love the mountains very, very much, and I miss them like crazy, but the ocean is something special to me, and so I think that's my favorite part. And, you know, at the dog park, watching dogs play is my other favorite part, and then running into all the people that you love at the dog park.
Absolutely. No, it's nice to be so close to the water where we can just go for a walk and be and hear the waves. And
so good.
Beautiful. Is there anything that you would like to say to everyone?
I would like to say that if you have an idea of something that you want to do it. Right, Tasha? Because you're doing it. It's great. It will be hard. There will be challenging. There will be things that you have to learn. But if it's something you really want to do, you'll be successful, and the community of Esquimalt will probably be there to show up for you if you need help, whatever it is you need. Do you need to borrow a phone to make that video? Just ask. You didn't, but you know what I mean. I think that just like persevere, try, like days are hard, times are a little bit difficult, but I think that anybody that wants to find success in something, you'll find it if you push in the right direction. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you. All right. So lastly, what local business would you like to nominate next, and why?
Stephanie McEwen at the Sunnyside Cafe. She is one of my best friends, and I love her dearly. Huevos Rancheros there. Amazing. Stephanie, I think she's been supportive of me as a friend. She lent me her restaurant to start the market. She is super generous and kind and just an awesome human. So I mean, there's a lot of businesses I would like to nominate next. There's a lot, but I'm just gonna go with Stephanie McEwen at Sunnyside Cafe.
Wonderful. Well, I'm very excited about that. And really, Katrina, I'd like to thank you for taking the time out of your ridiculously busy schedule to meet with me.
Oh, thank you for choosing me. It feels really special. I thank you for doing this project.
Great. All right. Bye, everyone. Take care.
Bye.